Hello. Today I want to talk about this direct line between the health and well-being and social flourishing of our children. What is that direct line? A few things that our son, I know he enjoys. He enjoys being out in nature, having his feet feel the grass and touching the flowers, smelling things. He loves the water on his feet. We go around the vegetable garden and the compost pile. He also enjoys being held and fussed over. He's very much a social creature who's curious about faces and that sort of thing. So what are the signs for you that your children is happy and at peace? I suggest that there is a direct line between societal peace, the common good, the healthy flourishing and stability of everyone, the whole community, and that's the kingdom of God on earth, and the health and well-being of our children. So such things today as mental health, right? The pressure, suicidal pressure, social media and the internet. There's so much crazy stuff on the internet. Gun safety, with automatic rifles and so forth. Mental health. Mental health is very important for our society with all this randomness, and certainly the health and well-being of our children. Education, and to know what real history, to learn math and science and so forth, to give teachers the adequate pay, to draw the best teachers in for our public schools and all our schools so that they have the freedom to teach creativity and critical thinking, to strengthen the fabric of our society and economy. A direct line, I think, between our children and really good universal publication in our society. Similarly, with access and opportunity to other institutions besides schools, such as public transportation and housing and jobs and so forth, to give a sense of ownership and happiness and growth and social flourishing. A direct line, I believe, between our children and opportunity in our society. How about the rule of law? Is there a direct line between the health and well-being of our children and adequate, consistent, thievery is thievery, violence is violence? Doesn't matter your background, whether you're poor or privileged. Of course, we believe in forgiveness and mercy and rehabilitation, but is there backbone? Is there strong, consistent rule of law? And we're going to make mistakes, but I think there is a direct line between the health and well-being of our children and the strength of our attention to law enforcement and the rule of law. And of course, I already mentioned clean air, clean and healthy water, soil and foods, beauty. There are just so many benefits for our health and well-being with our relationship with nature. Why is it that 7 to 8% of our communities in our country do not have access to safe drinking water? Whether it was West Baltimore or Flint, Michigan, or Jackson, Mississippi, there has to be an understanding of the direct line between the health of all of our children and the environment, which is an absolute common good. So when you think about all these common goods, mental health and the rule of law and education and opportunity and our institutions, and of course, clean air and water, it's so important to think about how we can improve all of this and to grow and strengthen peace and stability in our country, because this is what Christ teaches us. This is how we develop our relationship with our God. It's in the gospel, and it's developed very clearly in Catholic social teaching. The principles of the common good: human dignity, dignity of work with adequate income, safe working conditions, and meaningful, purposeful work, rights and responsibilities, the going to the local level, having freedom of participation, especially for our families, and care for creation. So I think there most definitely is a direct line between the health and well-being of our children and the health and well-being of society.